back to all the Neffyness. I am back with another process video, and this time I'm going to be scrapbooking my boys. Meet here my Davids. This was last year in May, and our little guy was only 3 chunky months old, and I super love this picture. I think it was one of the first times that I was able to make him smile when I was trying to take a picture of him. So it was a fun photo, and I'm glad I found it. And today I am using the Crepe Paper Little U collection. And as you can see, this paper pad is for the girl. When I first purchased this collection, I actually got the girl ones I don't know why. I think I wanted pink and I got it. So the second time around I ended up buying the boy, and that's the chipboards you guys saw. Those are for the boy collection. And I've been able to mix both of them together. But today I decided to choose the most boyish kind of colors, and they ended up being pretty neutral. We have the the black and white, and then we have that wood grain chevron, and then I'm using the little gray and white clouds. So it ends up being a very masculine, boy kind of layout. You can totally get that feel from it, but then at the same time, it's very neutral and very soft. So I have been trying to preach this, and I will continue to say it, is that if you have boys and you feel like you always need to have, like dark, vibrant colors, if that's not your style, then, you don't have to necessarily go with those colors. I, prefer working with soft neutral colors for the most part, and a lot of pinks and pastels, and I've still managed to create a lot of layouts for my son, that I feel are decent enough for a boy's album. And that's what I'm, been happy to have been continuing to do, because I get so much versatility from a lot of the stuff that I buy, whether it's for boys or for girls. So the layout of this, kind of like the sketch for this layout was from a video that I watched from Mercy Tiara a few weeks ago, and it was something like this where she had the rectangles kind of in different levels, but I decided to turn them into tags. And so I'm creating kind of like this whole banner in the center of the page using these 4 strips, and then I'll be adding my picture on top of that right there to the right hand side. And so I'm just going to stick these. The only thing that I'm really upset about this layout is that I really wish I had a sewing machine, because I wanted to sew those like all the little banners just to the top where they're at. Like, I really wish I could have had that extra texture to it, and my sewing machine is currently on my Christmas list, so I hope to be getting one very, very soon. And so, I'm still waiting on that, but I feel like maybe I could still come in later on when I do have it, and then just finish off this layout with the stitching at the top for the banners, because I feel it kind of looks like it should be sewed up there, because I'm trying to create that banner effect. But I was still able to work with it, and I didn't add any stitching or anything. I feel like it would be way too thick of papers for me to try to go in on my own with a needle. So I'm not even going to try. I ended up just leaving them flat like that, and I still liked the way it looked. I'm backing my photo very simply with some plain white vellum. And that was the only layering I did to the photo. It wasn't all that much. Again, this is, like I said, a very neutral, very soft kind of layout. But yet, at the same time, it was just the base of it. Once I start bringing in the embellishments, I kind of start bringing in a few more different colors and those blues that you see in the photo. So like I said, I'm using the boy collection from the Little U from Crate Paper, and I'm using these chipboard stickers, and then I believe I also use a few ephemera from the ephemera packet because I have the boy one as well. I first put that camera there and I really liked it, but then I ended up finding a few more other things, and then you'll see me just shuffling with a lot of this ephemera, trying to figure out what would go best with the spacing and everything. I brought that Baby Love tag, and I was glad I found it because it goes perfectly right there. And so I stick it down right there. This whole process of me embellishing and all took a while. It took me a few minutes to figure it all out, just because there was so much to pick through. This is the first time I used this boy one. I had been using the girl one, but this time I was having fun with the boy one, and it didn't disappoint. I bring the tag, that card there with the bear. It says, "I love you this much." And I love that card. I love the feel of this whole collection. It's very different from the girl one. Um, I have noticed there's subtle differences to it. Like, they both have that same soft baby feel, but the boy one is actually, I kind of prefer it over the girl one. Probably because it kind of makes more sense with me now. You know, I should have been using the boy one from the beginning, but I really, really like it. And so I'm cutting that card in half because I figured I could still use that half of the card at another time on another layout. So I just tucked it on top of the other card under the photo. And then I brought that sticker that says "Love You." I think I leave it. Or not. No, I don't. I don't really remember much about this process. Probably because I was working late on it. It was obviously a night, video, but I'm getting there. So these stars are from the chipboard stickers, and they are so cute. Like, they're drawn out little stars, but they're actually cut really sharp on the chipboard. And when you bring them out, they are so sharp. Like, they've got the pointiest little points to them, and they're really cute because they're really thick as well. I'm bringing that So Sweet banner and kind of tucking it over the photo like that. I like how that looks, and I like how I also brought in some black to kind of bring out the black in the banners, and then just connect it to the stars. And then I'm adding a little detail to the corner. I usually really enjoy adding little clusters or corners to my layouts. So I liked how that one ended up a little kind of 3D-ish because I ended up just stapling those three papers together, and the stapling itself made it really kind of 3D. Like, it wasn't a very flat corner. I like that effect. I kind of had to hold it down with the glue so that it wouldn't lift. And then I'm going to stick down the star. And I kind of just went with it. I kept adding more and more and more. Lately, I've been enjoying, just having fun with the embellishing and just freely embellishing my layouts. And so I've really been enjoying that. I feel like I don't have much to say this time. I mean, it's pretty basic. Okay, so for the title, when I first brought it out, I thought I was going to use that "Love You," but I ended up choosing the "Hey Baby." And also, as a note, these, all of the American Craft cellophane, is that what you would call this? Cellophane, that's not the right word, but these like clear ephemera, they all have a clear film on it. So if you kind of scrape it off and you peel it off, then you'll fully get this sharp picture, which is, real clear on the sheet that it's on. So what am I doing now? I added a star to the bottom left corner, and then now I'm going to go ahead and create a border around the page. And I'm almost finished with it. I ended up doing a few splatters, and the splatters really bring it together, and you'll see me get there. I don't know if you guys enjoy doing these borders on pages, but they can be so addicting. I try my best not to use it a whole lot, but I really love it when I finally get to just create those borders, because I feel they're really, really cute. So I'm coming in and putting in some splatters. I decided to go with yellow, and I'm using the Michael's Boho collection from Recollections mist, and it's just like a really real yellow mist. And then I'm gonna come in with the black splatters, and for that I'm using my calligraphy watercolor pen, and then I should be here very soon doing that. Yes. I'm just gonna go in with my watercolors with the black, and then the way that I do this is I usually just really get the black watercolor wet, and then I just kind of press a little bit as I splash, and then that's how you get those droplets using the watercolor calligraphy pen. I think that's what you call this one. I really can't even remember. I never memorized the name when I first got this pen, but I really like it. I don't really do much calligraphy, so basically when I use it for splatters, and I like it. So I'm letting that dry for a minute, and I'm just showing you how that's where I wish I could have been having the stitching. But maybe that day will come soon enough. I remembered that I have the stamp set for the Little You collection, and so I brought it out and decided that I was going to do a little bit of stapling. And since I figured I had all those stars up at the top, I decided that I was going to add that moon right by the stars, kind of like a night scene, even though it's not a night photo, but I felt like that's where it went together. And I really wish I could have picked up that star ephemera piece instead of stapling over it. I'm stamping over it with the black ink, but it was too late for me to have done anything because I already had the ink on it. But it's okay, I could live with it. So then I also I'm also going to use that cloud stamp, and it is the cutest stamp ever, because you can use the cloud like that, like I just stamped it right now, clearly, or you can add a smiley face, and you guys will see right now. It's a little sleepy smiley face, and it is just gorgeous, gorgeous. I was so excited when I figured I could, keep that little face, and that face could be used in just about any other stamp you can fit a face into. So I think this is pretty much it, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching it. I'm going to show you guys a few close-ups, and thanks for watching. See you guys soon. Bye-bye.